Hello and welcome back to Here We Tow. So this is it. We are heading off for the bank holiday weekend. It's Sunday. We've been delayed a little bit because Jules was working. So we are heading off now, aren't we? Asda's just been, so the fridge is absolutely packed.
It might have worked well being slightly delayed though, because the traffic has been horrendous. I'm hoping today we can have a nice run, but we'll see.
So fingers crossed. We're heading to Dorset. We're going to East Fleet Farm caravan site. Never been before. It's just outside of Weymouth. So we're venturing there. It looks quite a nice site. It's privately owned. It's quite large. It takes caravans, motorhomes, camper vans, tents, all sorts of different pitches, fully serviced pitches, electric hookup, grass, without electric, so whatever. And some of the pitches, I think you've got quite nice sea views. So we'll wait and see, won't we? But there's plenty of facilities on that site. So it should be about, I think it's an hour and 3/4 to be precise, to the site. So we're going to get on the road. The route we're going to be taking is we're going to be heading in from Dorchester down the A37 towards Weymouth, I think. And landing at site for hopefully about 11:30, because we can check in from 11:30. We have asked for a pitch. Hopefully we'll get it. If we don't, we don't. It's just one of those things. So what we'll do is we will see you on the journey into East Fleet, so you can see what the arrival's like. And then we'll get going. We've got quite a few bits planned on this trip, but the main things we're going to be showing you are going to be Weymouth, hopefully motorhome parking there, a bit of a walk on the coastal path, and we've got our e-bikes.
So a few miles on the bikes.
So we're hoping we'll be out on the e-bikes, which I've got a little My Rider as well, which should be quite interesting. So yeah, so there we go. That's the plan. So we will see you on the road as we head into East Fleet.
Onwards and upwards.
Or just onwards.
Yeah.
See you soon. So we are well on our way now. We are about, according to my directions, we're about 15 minutes out from the site. So far traffic's been really free flowing, although we've just hit slower traffic as we're heading down towards Weymouth. There's a number of ways you can come towards the Weymouth direction. The way we've come is past Yeovil and Dorchester, and then just dropping down. If you're coming up from Cornwall, then you probably at Exeter, then head A30 way, sort of past Honiton, I think, and Lyme Regis, and in that way. So yeah, we're going to East Fleet Farm, which is in Dorset. As I say, not a site we've ever been to, quite a good size site. The pitch we've got an electric grass pitch. They've got a number of fully serviced pitches as well. On site, there's a couple of service blocks. There's also a small bar as well, and they've got fish and chips 2 nights of the week, I think, Tuesday and Friday. So yeah, I think I might be sampling those and letting you know if they're any good. I think they've also got a pizza van, but we'll find out more when we get there. Motorhome service points, there's a few motorhome service points on the site, and from the site, what I like about it is it's right on sort of the, not on the, well yes, but it's right on the cliff edge, but not going over the edge, but it's right on the cliff edge. And there's the southwest coast path that you can walk out the bottom of the site and get onto the path and walk obviously in either direction. So we're going to be having a look at that. It does overlook Chesil Beach, which, as far as I know, I'm not entirely sure how accessible that is, but we'll find out obviously when we have a closer look at the site. So that is where we're going, and there's no reason in particular why I chose this site, just because I like the sort of area where it was. From the site as well, you can, if you're interested in cycling, get onto one of the cycle paths that takes you basically a sort of round up towards Weymouth, and we're going right here, yeah, thanks Jules. One of the cycle routes that takes you from there round the back of Weymouth and down towards Portland. Portland Bill is somewhere we're hoping to go and visit while we're here, and we're going to venture into Weymouth one of the days. I know we did do Weymouth last year, but I do like Weymouth, so we're venturing back there. And we're also, on one of the days, we're going to see a giant, well, a naked giant at just outside of Dorchester on a hillside. There's a naked big white giant, so we'll go and have a look at him. Something a bit different, I suppose. And I'm also thinking we might get back down to Swanage, possibly. It all depends on how busy everything is, what the weather's like, and what we decide to do. So those are our plans, and that's it really. So we will venture onto Eastfleet, and I'll see you for the drive-in. So we've come down the A354 towards Weymouth, and then we've branched off and taken a right turn onto the B3157, and this road's literally taking us straight down to the site. Now it depends which way you come in as to whether you'll come down the 3157 or whether you'll come on one of the other roads into it. But this is going to bring us down to a junction where we're then going to go straight across, and that'll be Fleet Lane, which goes straight into Eastfleet, and that junction's just coming up now, so we can see a sign as well for Eastfleet, so we're only a couple of minutes away. So at this traffic light junction there's a Burger King here, a Starbucks, and there's also an Aldi, so if you haven't brought any food with you, you can just shoot up the top of the road and nip to Aldi.
Or Burger King.
Or Burger King. Or get a coffee at Starbucks even. So what we're going to do is literally, we're going to obviously go straight across. But this is where you want to be turning. Now, Fleet Lane, this is a private road, and it leads down, I think it leads eventually down to like a nice hotel. I might explore that while we're here. But this is the road we're going to go down. It looks quite narrow, and there's a few cars coming out of it. And I'd imagine that this lane is going to be pretty busy all times of the day. Check out at Eastfleet is by 10:30, and you can check in from 11:30, and it's 11:20 now. So I'd say if you meet anything, well, we're going to find out, but you just have to be sort of take it careful, I think. So if you've got a wider caravan, it's just one to consider. Obviously, our motorhomes, we're fairly wide at 2.3 metres, but not too bad. So the lane's fairly narrow. Right, we're clear on my side, Jules. And this lane, it literally just passes straight through the site, and we've got instructions that when we arrive, we just pull in and somebody should come out and basically check us in. So they've got all our information, so somebody should come out, give us some information, and then we'll be able to make our way to our pitch. So this is really how the check-in will work. But yeah, I mean, I always think that showing the drive-in's quite interesting, because it's always something that I've researched when I used to have the Adria caravan, which, as you'll know, was 8 feet wide. So it was a pretty wide caravan, and times like this, like if you're coming down here now, this is fairly narrow in an 8-foot van when you're meeting other traffic, to be fair. I know it is a weekend, so this is probably busier than normal as well. Right, so that's that bit done. Ahead, we can just see the sea. I don't know if you can start to see that or not. So the sea's ahead of us, and as I say, the site is literally just right overlooking all this, so it looks perfect for us. Dogs are welcome as well. You can walk them around the site, and then obviously you can get straight out onto the coast path, so you'll have no problems walking your dogs. I'm sure it's not going to be overly difficult to get through if you meet things. Right, and as the road goes round to the right, we should start to see the site. So we're just arriving into East Fleet now through East Fleet Lane, and ahead of us I presume is sort of going to be like the reception area and what have you. Now on the right hand side as we go in, that's called Stable Field, and there's various pitches in there, and that's got its own toilet block. We're going to carry on. We're into the lower field, which will actually be down to the left as we go up. So what's meant to happen is we should pull up where you're meant to arrive, which is just up ahead here. We can see a motorhome already there, and we're just going to pull in there, and somebody should apparently come to us and give us the information that we need. So we'll just pull in and wait, and then we're going to be over to the left on our pitch if we get the pitch that I've asked for. So we will find out. So we'll get our information and we'll go from there. Right, so we've checked in. We've had a really good check-in process at the motorhome, and basically we are heading to pitch 49. We've been given a stick, so I will turn you round so you can see what happens and where we're going. There we go. Right, so, oh, someone's coming out. Oh, badly timed. Basically, what we're going to be doing, yes, Fudge, we're heading to the pitch. What we're going to be doing is we go to the barrier and we use the stick to poke in the code, which we've got, and then we'll drive through the barrier, and our pitch is a little bit lower down. Okay, so we can see you saw there the little food vans as well that there are. There's a breakfast hut, a fish and chips, pizza, and tonight apparently an ice cream van's coming. So I'll be in the queue for that at 4 o'clock, don't you worry. I might even show you it if I don't eat it beforehand. So the barrier's up and we're going through. We'll keep our little poker stick in the dashboard. Now our pitch is going to be the third. We're going to take our third left to get to ours. So that's 1, that's 2, and that ahead's going to be 3. And we are on pitch 49, so we'll venture down to that. So you see it's quite a big site, and obviously it's very busy because it is bank holiday weekend. There are a few spare pitches on here, I think, but it's pretty chocker. So we're going to go down, and apparently on this pitch we park sidewards. So we'll go sidewards in with the near side or left-hand side of the motorhome to the hedge line, and the right hand, because that's where our door is. We're going to get some water at the service point as well. So I don't know if you want to do that first. Well, let's just
get on the pitch.
Yeah, let's go and have a look at the pitch first, and then we can come back out and get some water, because I think there might even be a shared tap there, look, and there is, so we could get water there, because that'll be our shared electric and shared water. So this is going to be our pitch. Okay, so we've found our pitch. The grass was a little bit wet in a bit of a part of it, so we'll see how we go there. Yes, we're here, Fudge. What we're going to do is we are going to fill up with water. There is a shared tap on the pitch, so we can connect up to that, fill our water tank, because we are just about completely empty. We haven't travelled with any water this time, so we'll fill up and then we'll get ourselves on the pitch, and we'll catch you in a minute once we're ready to do that. So we'll get some water first. So we've arrived on the pitch, and absolute bonus is we've got a shared water tap, which I didn't realise. So like literally here on the pitch, looks like you get a drinking water tap, obviously your electric, and this is our pitch. So we've got a nice view of the field. Fudge is pegged out. I'm going to get him sorted in a minute. The grass pitch was a little bit wet, but there's been quite a bit of rain, and we found we were lower on the offside, so we've gone up on the ramps for that. We've got our chairs out already, we've filled up with water, everything's ready, and then from here you can see from the pitch, no Fudgy, you can't come here yet. There you go. you can see the water from the pitch. So depending on which pitch you're on, you've got quite a nice view there. So we're going to get some drinks. I'm going to sort fudge out, and then we're going to chill out for a bit. We've got a few bits of filming to do though over the first few days. So I'm going to get those done first, and then that's it, time to relax. So we've got set up on the pitch, really good pitch, really happy with that. And the ice cream van has arrived. So I am making my way to get an ice cream. So I'll turn you around and you can see here, this is sort of where all the food bit is. So we're walking back up towards the barrier, and they've got Arctic cow that have come and set up for 4 hours, and that's next to where you normally find all the other bits. So I'm quite excited about this. So I'm going to get my ice cream. I'll show you it obviously, and then I'll venture back down to the pitch to share with whatever I leave with Jules. So the flavours, we've got popcorn, Jaffa cake, Oreo biscuit, Bounty, Whisper, oh wow, white chocolate. Which flavour are you going for?
I'm going to go strawberry. So what's strawberry?
The strawberry, banana, After 8, caramel, oh heck, cinnamon, coffee. I think I might go, oh, Jaffa cake, popcorn.
Yeah.
I've never had popcorn before, and you can have a topping.
Popcorn, I'm not that.
Oh, I don't know which topping to go for.
Chocolate.
Oreo crumb, sprinkles, mini marshmallows, chocolate peanuts, meringue, mini Smarties. Oh wow. So I am going for Oreo and Jaffa orange, I think. I could do this. You get a lot of aggression out doing this.
Yeah.
This looks like a job for me. When you've had a bad day, I'd be all over this.
There understands a noodle bar.
Yeah. I feel cold just watching it.
What would you like on top of this one? Do you want cream?
No cream, thanks. No.
Any sauce?
No, I'm alright for sauce. Just some mini Smarties, please, or something like that. Thank you.
No cream. No cream. No cream.
Raspberry fizz.
If it's gone on, it's alright.
Sure?
Yeah, if it's
Do
go.
another one.
No, don't worry, don't worry. No. Yours looks a bit healthier than mine. Look, you've got fruit in yours.
Cream and raspberry fizz.
Yeah, that's super. Thank you. Thank you.
No, that's it.
So I've had my ice cream made, and here it is. In the end, I went for Jaffa cake and Oreo, and the lady put cream on it, and I said no, but she did it, so I said it didn't matter because it's one of those things. And a mini mini Smarties as well. So I'm going to give this a go as I walk back down to the pitch, and I'll update you on it later. So yeah, so there we go, Eastfleet, and Gary, who has joined me, my friend Gary, he has got strawberry with cream and some rainbow drops. Very flamboyant, Gary. So yeah, there we go. So you ice creams, these were £5. Yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Morning. So it is our first morning on site. Obviously we got here yesterday, had a really nice afternoon. I went and got an ice cream. That was really good actually. I'm really sorry, I got some footage of it but it didn't record. I was so like consumed with my ice cream that I just messed it up, so I'm really sorry. And then we had a barbecue last night. That was really nice, and we used the teppanyaki grill that we bought, and we've got that out now here, just doing some sausage and egg sandwiches. When we reviewed our new teppanyaki, a load of people said about these silicone rings for eggs, so we got some, and they're here. So yeah, we went on Amazon and got silicone rings for the eggs because people said it just stopped the egg going everywhere. So we're going to give those a go. And then the plan today is, I'll just wander off over here. So from our pitch, if you look down there, you can see the sea. And at the bottom of the site, just down there, there's a coastal path that then goes all along that way. It goes the other way as well, but we're going to walk that way today, and just have a look on there. And then my plan's to get the e-bikes out, because after I've eaten the sausage and egg sandwiches, I'm going to need to do some exercise. So that is the plan. So yeah, I'll catch you in a bit. So that's it, we've set off, the motorhome's back up there. And this is literally just walking down to the bottom of the site, and this is where you're going to find the first path, and then I think there's also a path at the top corner on the right hand side. So yeah, so this is the first path, and as you can see, this brings you down to like a little jetty area. There we go. You've got to be careful here because it's I think it's like sinking mud, so you do have to be careful, but that's the first part, and then the path goes off that way. So we're going to walk up there. So after you, Jules. Let Jules and Fudge lead the way. Come on, Fudge. So we've carried on along the path heading in the direction of Weymouth, and we have arrived at the Fleet Lagoon Nature Reserve. As you can see, sign there. This is literally about, we probably walked maybe 5 minutes, something like that, Jules?
Yeah, exactly.
And there's like a little, another little jetty with some little boats and some absolutely crystal clear water. So I think Fudge might be heading in there. He's got his eye on it. Those dogs obviously just been enjoying it. So yeah, so this is just on the coastal path. As I say, you do just have to be careful because of this this mud. They don't advise that you swim or go in the water here. This is almost I think this is like Chesil. I'm not sure if that there's like called Chesil Beach. I haven't overly researched it, so I sound a bit naff compared to normal, but I think it's Chesil Beach. And then the other side of that is where the actual sea is, the real sea. The nearest beach that you can swim is at Weymouth, as far as I know, which is over in that direction. And that beach goes on for miles and miles, and there's an amazing promenade as well. So that's probably the best sort of beach for bathing and what have you. But Fudge is quite happy, as you can see. So yeah, so if you walk along the southwest coastal path, which literally goes around the whole of the southwest, this is the sort of scenery you'll be walking alongside. You can do the coastal path in parts because it is so long, and there's always caravan parks and campsites situated along the paths so it's nice to get out and do it. As far as I know, obviously it is just a footpath. It's not suitable for pedal cycles and horses or anything like that. It is a footpath. So we will we'll leave Fudge and his stones, and we're going to carry on a little bit further on the path, and then we'll be making our way back to site. But yeah, it's just something to show you if you were stopping at Eastfleet, which to be fair seems really nice site. Pleased with it so far. So yeah, see you in a bit.